your number one resource of all things World of Tanks, the Daily Bounce, has kindly written down all the things that are coming our way.
Sup hype.
So let's talk about that while we wait. How about that? Next 71. I'm gonna pause the alerts now. Just maybe I'll use it on YouTube if it's interesting enough. We'll have to see. Okay. All right. During the stream of the year, there was a Q&A with Artem Safronov. Safronov. That's a pretty cool name. Executive producer of World of Tanks. How have I never heard of this guy before? Maybe I have and I just forgot. At the end, I've watched it live and prepared for the following digest of all the important info shared for easy reading. Thank you, Harkonnen from The Daily Bounce. That is thedailybounce.net. Yes. Please consider that some things didn't have a lot of details / information shared about it, so we'll have to wait for new info to be officially released. Fair enough. So this was after the tournament where I was 4th place. Took home, what was it, 1,200 euros? Pretty good. HE rebalance. Oh boy. Damage will be calculated based on where the shells lands exactly. So armor will take a big part. Okay. The players will have to aim to hit an HE shell to deal more damage. Which means the bigger armor, less damage you will take from HE. Okay. Developers want to eliminate the HE spam anywhere it deals damage. I think that sounds like a good change. I don't know if in practice this will be good, but it sounds like a good change. Your super heavies and like hold down IS7s being slapped for 400 with HE from a 60 TP is a little bit awkward. So it sounds like a good change so far. HE changes will be tested in the sandbox to make sure changes are good. Fair enough. Spaced armor will play a bigger part against HE. I feel like this makes sense, obviously. But spaced armor in World of Tanks is incredibly wonky. Like, incredibly wonky. For one, it doesn't seem to work against heat, which was like the primary thing why there was spaced armor, as far as I know. Right? So if they can make spaced armor actually work, that'd be cool. You know, things like super Pershings and whatnot would be happy. Or even the new Bisonte, right? It's full space armor. Interesting. This sounds good. But we'll have to see how it plays, right? SPG rebalance. Self-propelled gun, aka artillery, aka Steve. SPG will have new shell types. Oh boy, they're gonna get AP back, aren't they? First, we'll have stun, fixed damage. Wait, fixed damage means no RNG damage? Because that'd be really weird. Having no plus minus 25% on the damage would be really weird. And a bigger splash. Okay? The second will have a smaller splash, no stun, and bigger damage. Okay. Third one, regular damage, no stun. Why would you ever fire the third one? Why would you ever fire this one? If we just go by what Harkonnen write down, right? The first one is fixed damage, stun, and bigger splash. The second one has smaller splash, no stun, bigger damage. This has also no stun, but regular damage. Why would you ever fire the third one? We'll have to see. The third one is AP. Okay. Still, by reading this, you'd think like, why would you ever shoot the third one? But okay. Each type of shell will have different trajectories. The first one will be wider, making it possible to hit tanks behind obstacles. So this will have a bigger arc. The second one will be lower, so it's more direct fire. AP will be faster, but lower arc. So even lower than the second one? Okay. I mean, this sounds kind of interesting. Like, let's say you're in decent RT cover, then AP cannot reach you. The smaller splash might have a hard time hitting you, or it's just a regular old. You get hit, or some stun and splash damage. I mean, this sounds okay still so far. Let's see. The idea is to create different experience using SPG in the game, obviously. There will be reduced reloads if you are fully loaded and decide to change the shell types. Okay, kind of cool. I can see why. I hope the ammo types will actually make an impact in how to play the game, and it's not just like, oh, third one, best one, that one only. Like, I hope it doesn't devolve into that. Developers are considering implementing a SPG 6 Sense. The way it will work is, if an SPG makes a shot, the player will see an indicator that an SPG made a shot. Oh, like cruise, like other tank's gonna have the 6 Sense, or other SPGs. Few seconds only, not making massive difference in gameplay, but gives the player an opportunity to move before he is hit. Interesting. So whenever they shoot, you get an indicator, but he might not be shooting at you. Interesting. Another big change will be the introduction of Siege Mode to SPG. Oh, that's good. It will only be able to fire in Siege Mode, and that's outside of it. That's good. This will be funny, because if you know where RT is, and they have to like unsiege all the time. Funny. Traces will make a return to the game. Good. And will have a strong color so counter SPG will be possible and easier. These two changes, big fan. This means that you have to actively play artillery. You have to go somewhere, deploy siege mode, shoot, undeploy siege mode, and fucking run. Good shit. You actually have to play the game. Good. Good. There will be a splash zone area that will show to SPG players, making it easier to understand if the splash will hit a target behind cover. Okay, that's kind of good, I guess. Makes it a little bit easier to do damage around corners and stuff, but as long as the damage is not insane, that's fine, I guess. The minimap will show indicators where an SPG made a shot that hit, not precise, just the area. There's no final decision on how long the indicator will last, but will give important information for players. The minimap will show indicators when SPG made a shot that hit. Wait, does this show where the RT shot from? Or this shows where the RT hit? This is really weird reading. From what RTM said in the interview, it's both. Interesting. So all of this actually sounds decent. I'm a little bit worried about bigger damage. But this all means that RT actually actively has to play. At least until enemy RT is dead. Which is a good thing. This is a good thing. Now, let's... I'm going to go ahead and say it. Good SPG players will actually make a significantly more difference than a bad one. Because a bad one will just siege up and not give a fuck and get countered, right? So I think this is good. This actually makes them actively play and use their keyboards, which, big fan. This still sounds like it will be horribly boring for me to play. I probably won't be in line to be like, oh, I can't wait to free my call artillery now. But this is, I like the idea behind this, because it seems to be aimed towards making artillery players actually fucking play the game and not just sit still in a singular bush and just sit there until the game either wins or loses. For the most part. Yeah. I like the sound of this is cool. Obviously, we'll have to see how it actually plays, what the damage is, how long the stun times are. How long are the stun times on like tier 6s and 7s, for example, versus tier 10s, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of details we don't know. But the idea of what we're reading here is, I think, a step forward. Actually a step forward. And I like that they, make artillery actually play the game with their keyboards, not just their mouse. That's good. Okay, Crew System 2.0. This, for me, is very exciting. Equipment 2.0 was a bit weird, as in like we started off with like I don't think anybody's going to change anything, and now slowly months later, even I am using some 2.0 equipment, especially on things that are slower and are not gun rammer reliant or optic reliant. Actually, kind of using some of them, not all of them. Some are still really stupid, like the bush negating one and all that stuff. So it's a bit like a side grade in the equipment choices, I'd say. Anyway, 75 levels of burst. 75! 75 levels! Sorry. That's a lot if you compare it to what we got now. 6 cents will come as default to everyone. It's only been 10 years. But we did it. It's going to be like 11 years when it gets implemented. I mean, obviously this is good. Fuck me, this should have been in the game so much longer. The crew will only be 1. No more 3, 4, 5, or 6 crew members in each tank. I am big fan of this change. It'll be funny to see though, because suddenly I'll have a whole lot of crew that is really good. This works in my advantage so much, because every tech tree I have has like 1 to 3 groups of good tanking crew. And now they'll be split into all commanders, I guess. Which for me is really good. Like, really good. 1 crew will be able to be trained up for up to 3 tanks. What? Oh my god, these are all good changes for me so far. Still be able to use any premium tanks of the same class and nation. What the fuck? Okay, so far this is baller for me. Introduction of crew instructors. These will give extra points to certain perks and skills, even above the limit of the skill perk. Crew instructors. These will give extra points to certain perks and skills, even above the limit of the level of the skill and perk. Interesting. Crew rework won't make you lose perks or skills. The conversion system will make sure that all of the hard work put into the crews won't be lost. Interesting. Unique crews, like the new year, the female crews, will have a purpose in the new system. Possibly will be crew instructors with good stat boost. I hope so. By the sound of it, they should be. The conversion rate / system will be more detailed with the release of the first sandbox. Developers made emphasis on how important. Hardcoded! How important what? Hardcoded, no! Hardcoded, please! I'm guessing how important the conversion is. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that they were emphasizing, like, don't worry guys, your crew is still gonna be good. You know, stuff like that. 100% something like that. Battle Pass changes. Battle Pass will have 3 tanks instead of 2. Ooh. There will be different acts. There will be new options at certain stages on the Battle Pass to give different options to players. Okay. The new styles will be given early in the Battle Pass, but there will be a progression in that style. New parts will start showing as you level. Oh, that's cool. Hopefully this is the start of me being able to remove machine guns from the 3D skins. Because if new parts start showing up, that means that the technology is there to remove it as well. Which would be really cool, actually. I like this. This is awesome. Points for the Battle Pass will be able to be earned during ranked battles now, not just random battles. Okay, that's a little bonus. Cool, I like this. Sounds really cool. Like a 3D skin that gets more veteran as you play. I like that. Map training. Players will be able to practice maps. The modes will work as a training room, but with more options, etc., enabling players to learn how to play in certain areas, etc. This will be available to all players, not just new players. Huh. Interesting. That's cool. Cool. That's cool. Italian heavy tanks. Now, I'm not too fond of the Bisonte, but we'll have to see how the whole tech tree goes. Coming with the update, nothing new here, but for some reason, big announcement. Thanks, Arcon. The new mechanic is aimed to be simple even for newer players that can be a little bit difficult to understand. The whole mechanic on the Bisonte is like non-existent. Like, you don't notice it at all. At least I don't. You can lose DPM for damage in a clip or wait and not lose DPM, but maybe lose the opportunity to take the enemy down. The longer you wait, the closer you are to the reload, the bigger the bonus you receive if you fire earlier. It's basically like a failsafe if you play worse, that you don't have any medium tanks. But I was not too impressed with it, to be honest. Having said that, the Rhinoceros looks amazing. As in, like, visually, it looks great. They all look pretty cool. Well, we have seen them a couple months ago already, I think. Czech tanks. Not much announced, but there will be a new branch of Czech heavy tanks coming to the game. I wonder if they'll have the same guns as the mediums, like the 3-4-shot outloaders. Yeah, funky. Oh, new maps. Port map will make a return completely reworked. Oh my god, how long ago did they take it out? I feel like very long ago. Okay. Events. Last Waffle event was a big test for wargaming, and overall players liked the mode. It will make a return in 21 with some improvements, but no major changes. Okay, fair enough. Oh, spoilers. Steel Hunter will return in 2021. It will come earlier next year in the induction of some changes. Frontline will also be returning with changes, no further information on how. So this means we're going to get new tanks again to earn with the coins. 100%, right? Halloween mode was a huge hit in 2020 after the fiasco of 2019, and the mode will make a return in 21. Wait, wasn't the last Waffentrager for Halloween? What was Halloween again? Oh no, Halloween was the PvE event. Yeah, okay, never mind. The last Waffle felt like a Halloween event, but it wasn't. It was like the other one where you have to collect the green stuff and blah, blah, blah. Mirny, yeah. And here's the big meme. He doesn't talk about it. Oh no, he does. Okay, wait. Other information. New Platoon search system. You'll be able to look for random players to platoon with and entering the queue. Other players' tanks will show in your garage too. Oh, that's cool. Team Clans 221. This is Team Clash. We'll be making a return with some changes. With 4 contributors. Daki, Serkan, Orsanel, and new Multi 2K. And 4 smaller ones. Marty, Laney, Pambone, and Ikabu from Wargaming. So this is the new Team Clash, boys. And I signed like 5,000 NDAs, but I made sure to check, and I can tell you guys that I will be a commander next year. So get fucking hyped. Okay, Team Serkan is on its way. That's what I've been working on behind the scenes for like 2 months now. Yeah. Easy choice. Team Serkan. Come on. All the tryhards are gonna go with Daki. All the memers are gonna go with me. And then the leftovers are gonna go to Orsanel and New Multi. New Multi is a Polish guy. I actually think he has a really big YouTube channel. So he's gonna be a big competitor, I think, actually. I'm not sure what the smaller teams are for. No idea. Developers did not want to disclose the introduction of new nations because the amount of time work that it gets to be into the game. I mean, this is obvious. Whoever asked this question was not very smart. 21 will bring tanks to 2 nations. No further information. Okay. Arcana notes. Czech tanks and most probably UK tanks. As I know for secure source, they have a branch of wheeled tanks and 1 Vicar/Chieftain. Ooh. I've been told that also Swiss tanks will be introduced into the game, but possibly could only make it in 2022. Okay. We already knew about the wheeled British tanks because of the Q&A that I did months ago. So that's an easy guess, but this one is new info, I think. 21 will bring some rebalances to tanks, no details on which ones. There are no plans to introduce tanks above tier 10. I don't know why people keep asking this. This is clearly like viewer questions, and I don't know why people keep asking this. Stupid. No plans to improve or change training rooms. No plans to introduce skill-based matchmaking. Thank the fucking Lord. We have ranked. Boys. Enjoy your rank seasons and let us just play with random outcomes the rest of the year. Thank you. Currently, developers don't want to introduce new wheeled vehicles due to the bad feedback from players. Interesting. Strange enough, they got a UK branch ready to be introduced. True. If those British wheelie boys, maybe they're just gonna be delayed until they know how to fix wheels. I don't know. That's interesting. Homefront mode might make a return. What the fuck is Homefront mode again? I don't even know what it is. There are new ideas with nothing certain. Homefront mode. What was that again? Is that the PvE stuff? Or the historical stuff? No, I don't actually know. Ammo rebalance is on standby for now, and changes will come in parts. With HE and SPG rework, ammo rebalance will be coming later, as these changes are already stressful enough. I mean, I can see that, right? They probably want to introduce these two things, let it settle down for a while, and then do more stuff to ammo. I kind of get it. Road to Berlin is Homefront. Oh, I completely blanked on that one. No plans to rework energy at all. Unpopular things could be rebalanced during the year if necessary. Sure. I don't really believe this, but okay. Developers thought about introducing Personal Missions 3.0. They could do it this year, but they won't because they want each new campaign to have something new and unique. Okay. No plans to introduce smoke grenades into the game, mainly due to the performance in the game. For example, if several players deploy them at the same time. Yep, that's easy. There are no plans to introduce a customizable garage like Holiday Ops, but as the normal one. This is something I don't understand. Because I said this during the Christmas patch. Like, it would be cool to have a extensive garage all year round that just changes on the season. Just for looks and interactivity, not so much bonuses. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm really curious about these two, and I'm most excited about crew rework. This has to be most excited. This is probably the most interesting. Pretty cool. Thank you again to Harkonnen from thedailybounce.net. I'll put a link in the chatterino as well if you guys want to go ahead and read about it yourself. And again, I can confirm that I will be a commander. Pretty fucking pog. I wish I could share more, but I can't. It's gonna be awesome. That's all I can say. It's gonna be lit, as the kids say. Okay, it's gonna be lit. Yeah, there you go. There you go.